I think I'm way more comfortable than anything. Going through summer, there was a lot of workouts and seeing who would step up as a leader. And I saw that I was more comfortable than anything when I was able to tell other people to fix things and their flaws when I was also looking at myself. And then from earlier years, I would just be quiet and just watch. So I feel like that showed me a lot. Also by watching film, be able to criticize myself. I felt like all that's built me up to be more confident.
So you're comfortable with going to another guy and saying, hey, you need to pay attention to this, or you need to do this way?
Mm-hmm.
Is that just a function of the fact that you're more comfortable with what you do?
Yeah, definitely. I don't like to really tell people to do something when I know that I'm also messing up. So me being able to do that helps a lot.
What about Coach Kaczynski? What do you like about him, and what's he brought to the room with you guys?
He's brought more of a sense of urgency, more of a sense of taking responsibility of getting your job done within the scheme of the defense. This spring, we had to every time we had a play, he'll pull you off and ask you what you did, and he won't tell you if you did something wrong. If you did something right, he'll ask you, what do you think you did? And he'll evaluate you off of what your answer was, and just everybody being able to be on the same page and making plays. He brought that out of us. So I see this spring we made a lot of strides.
What's his personality like? I mean, he seems like a pretty no-nonsense type of guy. I mean, what's his attitude and personality like for you guys?
He's black and white. He's going to tell you how it is. He ain't going to butter you up just because you're a fifth-year senior or a freshman. He's going to tell you how it is, and however you react to it is how you react to it. He's a fun guy. He's funny. He keeps the meeting rooms live. But when it's business, he doesn't play. So, yeah.
I was asking Cam about this. How is his philosophy different, or has it changed your role as a defensive end with what he wants you guys to do with what you've done in the past?
His philosophy is still his philosophy is attack. Everything is attacking. Everything is you delivering the blow before the O-lineman gives you the blow. And he's changed up little things like our stances and how we come off the ball, pass rushes, lanes, all that stuff. He didn't really change it, but he made it so we're way more comfortable in playing.
How would you compare JP's philosophy to what Kaz is doing for you guys?
I'd say it's about the same. Just Kaz has more of a, like I said before, just attacking mentality. Being a reckless abandon. Just being a reckless abandon.
What's the overall feel you think of this defense going into this season? You know, a year ago, everyone was talking about the defense being the strong point, and there was questions about the offense, and now some people kind of shifted that opinion. I mean, how do you guys feel going into this year?
I feel like our defense is going to be top 10 in the nation next year, mainly because of the depth and how a lot of the younger guys stepped up. Our D-line, all the D tackles are back from injury. We have young guys that could step in and do it. Linebackers, all good. DBs, we have about 3 strings that could all play. And we all know the defense well. And this offseason, we took time to make sure we knew the ins and outs of the details, not just plays, but the details within the defense. And I feel like we're going to be really.
Compton said something at Big Ten Media Days about being in the huddle now and feeling that all 11 guys know what's going on. Is that different than a year or two ago?
Because there's probably like in the past couple guys not really. They know the defense, but in the heat of battle when things change, then they may be like off the same page. But this year I feel like we were all on the same page, making checks, making calls, signals, all that stuff echo down the line. Everybody talking with confidence. It's definitely different.
Jason, some of those defensive linemen, some of you guys seem kind of quiet with report. Are there talkative guys on the defensive line? Or?
Eric. Eric is the main vocal one out there. A lot of us is quiet. We just stick to doing what we have to do. But Eric, I would say he's the one that gets everybody hyped up. He knows what to do. His mouth doesn't stop.
You kind of paused before you said his name. Did you have to think about it?
Yeah, I had to think. I had to go down the line and think about a couple guys, but Eric is the one that stands out.
What does having a guy like that do for a position just like you guys?
It makes it fun. It makes us, he's out there hitting people in the head, jumping up and down. Even if he gets knocked down, he's going to get up, he's still going to talk. So it gets us all hyped up. Maybe everybody's out tired and not really wanting to practice, but he's going to do something to get everybody to get up. So.
Tim Marlowe mentioned Wistrom talk to the team
Mm-hmm.
the other day. His former defensive end, did he talk to any of you guys, or do you get anything from him about your position?
That guy, I see why he was so successful. He has a mentality where the guy across from him is not going to beat him. No matter how big you are, he's just going to go that much harder for preparing, watching film on you. His mentality is the type of mentality that every D lineman needs to have. And his speech affected me a lot personally, just from how he said how he was a freshman and he came as a true freshman and started over seniors just because of how his effort was. And effort is just how something only you can control, and that made a lot of sense to me.
Do the other guys know who he is? I mean, it's been a while since he played out in Nebraska. Are you guys all familiar with him and who he is?
Yeah. I don't really know a lot about the history, but I had an idea of who he was and how he won Super Bowls, a couple Super Bowls, but that's about all I knew about him.
Is that mentality, that Grant has, is that a learned, is that a coach mentality, or is that just something that you got to figure out on your own?
Yeah, you got to figure that out on your own. A coach can't tell you to put an effort if you're not the one who doesn't want to do it. It comes along with being comfortable with yourself and knowing the defense to where you can just go 100%. And that's what he said. You got to be in your playbooks, just so it just comes natural. It doesn't really you don't have to think about anything.
Anything else from Jason?